Hello, it's me, Cam from Cam's Costumes, and today we are looking at post-performance storage of your lovely dance costumes. And this is kind of a conglomeration of 2 or 3 separate videos that I'm making, but just a very quick sort of video to let you know the best way that I found over 13 years of looking after and storing and using pre-loved costumes such as these, how to get the best out of them to make them sort of less stinky for the next person, and also to keep their structural integrity for your next dancer so they're looking fabulous on stage. Obviously, you want to get the costume off the student or the dancer as soon as possible and basically air it out. So tubs like these are really good. These are collapsible tubs from IKEA. And what you want is you want to have something that's like a mesh so they can breathe a bit. So once you get it from back in the bag off the dancer or the student, if you're either a dance mother or someone who runs a studio, you want to dump them out of the bag into here so they can sort of breathe and get some airflow through them. The last thing you want to do is leave them in the bag forever because the bacteria will just breed upon itself and it'll become a big stinky mess and very hard to clean or very unpleasant for the next dancer. Once you've sort of given them a chance to sort of breathe, you want to put them on hangers. Now I'm going to do probably a separate video on this, but make sure you're using the right type of hanger. There's a lot of different hangers out there. We've got our sort of big wooden coat hangers. We've got our awful wire clippy hangers. Actually, the clippies aren't too bad. It's like those wire hangers, no good, don't like those. These, and also same deal. Actually, the ones with these, if you hang them from the straps for a little bit, not so bad, but again, that will be covered in the other video. Then you got ones that are a bit nicer like this, and then we're getting to what this is. This is a flocked hanger. So this is a fuzzy hanger, like the kind of the fuzzy, feels like maybe a Muppet's skin. I don't know, that's a bit weird, creepy. This is kind of a version of that. So it's kind of a hybrid of the last one, but it's got rubber on the top and on the bottom. But ideally you want one of these. Doesn't matter on the color. But the reason you want this is because the flocked hangers will stop the fabric from stretching. As we know, dance costumes usually have anywhere between sort of maybe 1% is too low, 2 to anywhere maybe 8 to 13% sort of elastane or lycra or stretch. Really depends on the costume and how it's constructed. They've always got a bit of stretch in them, right? But the longer you put them on a actual just plain hanger, they will stretch out. So you need to put them on a flocked hanger because that creates friction across the fabric and will stop it from stretching out. If you do leave them on here for too long, they will stretch out. You'll notice you'll get those little square divots in the shoulders or whatever, depends on the costumes. This one's a bad example because it's got puffy shoulders. But basically these yellow ones at the top here, if you leave them on there for too long, they will start to stretch out. So you want to basically let them breathe, put them on a flocked hanger. If you have other hangers, I'm sorry, just throw them out. Just bundle them up, throw them out, donate them, whatever. They're pretty gross anyway. Just buy sets of hangers and then everything looks matching, it looks great. And these are better hangers, these are superior hangers. So for all your dance stuff, just use flocked hangers. Put them on hangers and then spray them with your isopropyl alcohol spray. Yay, and I've done a video on that, so check that out. Don't use the product whose name rhymes with shmreeze. And there's several reasons why, and that's all covered in the video that I made previously, so you can go check that out. It's only about 10 minutes. A lot of it is sciencey stuff you can fast forward through, but there's a good reason you should use your isopropyl alcohol and not your shmreeze. So check out that video there. And then once that's done, give them a good day or two to breathe out, depending on how hard your dancers have danced. And then you want to put them into, now this depends on how long you want to store them for. If you're just storing them for a while, you can put them in individual Ziploc bags. These ones I buy in bulk, just says large on there because this was the large version of what I got. eBay, Amazon, AliExpress, whatever, basically bulk purchases of these plastic bags. And these are kind of the ones you would do if you're giving them to your dancers for comps or concerts or whatever like that. But you can use these for long-term storage as well. Otherwise, another good alternative, if you have a lot of them, are these vacuum bags. These ones are from Amazon, but they've got a lot of other sort of off-label ones on Amazon. And I like these ones especially because a lot of them now come with a little pump. So, and it's actually designed to sort of screw on there and then you can just pump. If you don't have a vacuum handy or if it's just too much hassle, I've got a little hand vacuum, but I like that. That really helps out sort of thing. And you can make it like a family thing, like the kids can help pump this and you can start loading it in and blah, blah, blah. So yeah, so once they've been deodorized with your isopropyl alcohol solution and they've been hung on your flocked hangers, Before that, they've been aired out in a nice collapsible or this breathable storage. You can then put them in long-term storage in the vacuum bags, and they won't be breeding bacteria in them. And that's your sort of 4-point storage for your dance costumes. I hope you found this helpful. It's been a bit of a whirlwind, but basically this is how I've kept costumes vital and fresh from the day we've gotten them until X years after, with very minimal effort, and not having to rely on expensive commercial solutions, and actually making our own cleaning solutions and things like that have been more cost effective and just more effective in the long run. So I hope you'd enjoy this video. If you think it's great, you know how to do YouTube. I'm not going to tell you how to do it at this point. You're all adults. But if you know someone who might benefit from this, please flick it along to them. That'd be great. And check out my Shopify store, camscostumes.com, for all beautiful, pre-loved and brand new. This is one of 8 giant containers full of brand new costumes. If you're looking for anything particular from Wiseman's, dating back to I think about 2016, 15 or 16, please reach out. We're happy to hear from you, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.